is elevated. I'm not sure if it's because you enjoyed the biting or because you were angry about the biting, and so your anger insurance isn't going to cover it.
But the important thing is you are going to get audited. If you have an anger insurance, if you have an anger event, you will get anger audited. That's typical rhythm of business. That's how they just ensure there's no anger fraud, which is surprisingly more prevalent than you'd expect.
Yeah, and you don't want there to be anger fraud because the company puts the savings from not having anger fraud back in your pocket.
By lowering your premiums, or so I've been told at my anger management classes. Right. They've really focused on preventative anger management now.
Exactly.
It's been Snickers and those AI generated videos of blueberries dancing.
Just that is to say, it is very important if you see someone out there rage baiting, report them for anger insurance fraud. If you see someone who has fake anger, report them for anger insurance fraud, because then we all save.
No matter how beautiful that person is, rage baiting is a crime against anger insurance. It is not a victimless crime. Think of the big business capitalist institutions you are harming when you rage bait beautiful people. That should discourage you, right?
Which is why I do it all the time.
Yeah.
To stick it to the anger
insurance every day.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. Correct.
Anyway, Captain, thank you for giving us the space to have our anger insurance seminar. I think the whole crew found it useful.
Yeah, you're so welcome.
Absolutely.
So happy to offer that for you. Now we're going to see if what happens next covers.
We're going to see if that really covers what anger insurance event.
I'm fully paid up on my anger insurance, just so you know.
Oh, I'm in arrears.
Good.
I'm fully.
And this wouldn't hurt as much then.
Wonderful.
Incredible. Hi. Hello, welcome everybody. If you've never caught us before, we're live from the apocalypse. We're a not-for-profit TTRPG studio that makes actual play content like streams and podcasts and things like that to raise money for nonprofits and aid organizations and other important causes. It's been a minute, as it sometimes is, especially these days where things are bad and things are hard, but here we are. We're doing the thing. And we are doing the thing to raise money for Las Americas Immigrant Advocacy Center, which just gets more and more important every week, unfortunately. It's a good thing that we can do. It's a bad problem to have, to need these organizations. But Las Americas is a great organization based out of El Paso, Texas, which has the highest concentration of ICE detainees in the United States. And they are a nonprofit, a local nonprofit, grassroots, that raises money to provide low-cost and free legal aid to refugees and immigrants and people who are currently being detained by ICE. So it's a very important service that they offer, trying to help people. So we ask that if you like what you see here at Live from the Apocalypse, instead of doing the normal Twitch things of subscribing or giving us bits or any of the fake Amazon money stuff that Jeff Bezos would like you to do, don't do that. Don't do that. He's fine. He's fine. And instead, and we're also fine. Don't give us money. Instead, if you like it, please take whatever you can spare and give it directly to Las Americas. To that end, we have hidden the subscribe button, replaced it with a donate button, which you can find down there under your screen. You can use that to give money to Las Americas, and stuff will happen. Alerts will play. We'll stop, and say thank you and all that good stuff. But the important part is to just put eyes on Las Americas and also to raise money for them if possible. So if you can spare anything, please feel free to give it to them. If not, no worries. You can still watch and enjoy this show. And we would love for you to do that and hang out for a little while. We'll be here for a minute playing this game. So speaking of this game, this is Nephilim Tenebris. This is technically a sequel to one of the first games ever run on this channel. 5 years ago or something crazy like that. It's a gritty near future sci-fi game, and we've been playing it for a minute. This is episode 28, and we're going to dive into it in just a second and pick up right where we left off in the middle of some high drama. But before we do that, we have to go around and do our little introductions. And we usually go in alphabetical order around these parts, which means we're going to start with Alex, if you don't mind.
I don't mind. Hi, everyone. My name is Alex. I use he, him pronouns. Tonight, I'm going to be playing Dr. Richard Courtney, who also uses he, him pronouns. He is the sawbones of the Tenebris, the ship's medical doctor. And if Dickie were a potato product, he would be a baked potato. No seasoning.
That sucks.
It's healthy.
Yeah, that
That's
sucks
awful.
to hear.
It's depressing.
Dry.
Mm,
So dry.
so dry. Eli.
Hi, my name is Eli. I go by I use any and all pronouns. Christ. So does my character Padlock. And who's your favorite drunk in the trunk? And if I were a potato product, I would be a baked potato, but I feel like it would just be like a baked potato with like some other meal on top of it. Just piled on top, like, you know, like a Chinese, maybe? Like a pork bun, like a Chinese dinner. I was gonna say, just on a mashed potato. Like too much sauce. The wet.
It's lost in the sauce.
Lost in the sauce. Like, is there even a potato anymore? There's that much sauce.
It's a concept, yeah.
Right.
But yeah, that's it. It's me.
Lev is not here this evening with us, sadly. Do we want to take some guesses about what kind of a potato Edie would be?
It'd have corn on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was going to say a potato that you forgot was wrapped in aluminum foil, and it's like it's been 5 or 10 seconds in the microwave. It hasn't exploded yet, but like it's starting to spark.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I love that. You're screaming.
It's,
yeah.
You're like, what's that sound?
Right. Incredible. I love that. Q.
Hey, hi, hello. I'm Q, 5-time WANA award winner. Which awards? Don't worry about it. He, him pronouns, and I'm playing Captain Omari Leda, the jockey playbook, also he, him. If he was a potato product, he would be loaded fries.
Loaded with what?
Yes.
Let's.
A gun.
Love.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Love
Like,
bullets.
So
probably chili cheese,
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
bacon, sour cream, like loaded baked potato, except fries.
Incredible.
Oh,
Hippo.
that's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Rose?
Howdy, y'all. My name is. I use they, she pronouns. I play Jojo Brox in the Greaser Playbook book, and she uses she, they pronouns. If Joe was a potato product, she would be a baked potato that you forgot about for a week and then decided to use as an ashtray. So she's a bit more ashtray than potato. Still, it's the cruise.
Hell yeah. And that just leaves me. Hello. Hi. My name is Will. I am your storyteller for this game. I will be playing everybody else, which means that now I have to go through and I have to list every NPC and what potato product they would be. All right, let's get started. For the NPCs in this game, Riho. Riho's new. We could start with Riho. Riho would be, I think like fondant potatoes, maybe. Yeah, that feels right. Who's the geneticist that we all hate? Dimitri?
Clancy.
That's not his name. Clancy. Yeah. Clancy would be Burger King fries.
No, you did it wrong.
I want to know what Dickie's mom's.
You did it wrong. It's his potato product is vodka.
No, that's Dickie's mom. That was the joke that I was going to make. It's Dickie's mom. It does fit Clancy better, though.
It fits Clancy better.
It does fit Clancy better. All right, Dickie's mom could be Burger King fries.
How dare you? That is my mother you're talking about.
Yeah, that's true.
She's like very thinly scalloped potatoes.
Not even au gratin. Like,
No,
Oh,
it's still dry.
Also in season.
Still dry. It just got very thin.
Just in
That's very
unseasoned
thin. Those are
cut.
just baked chips, carajo.
Yeah.
Also,
How dare you talk about my mother like that?
Yeah, she's baked crisps.
Has she ever tried to be a better potato?
no, obviously
She
not.
hasn't
That
been.
was in her life.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
What was Omari again? Remind me.
Loaded potatoes. So
Loaded potatoes. Okay, yeah.
or loaded French
Mal-
fries. Sorry.
Loaded French fries. Mal would be slightly less loaded French fries.
Sure.
Who are mad at the other French fries for being more loaded.
jalapeno.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, I got jalapenos on mine.
I think that's all.
He's got banana peppers.
I think that's all the NPCs in this game.
Oh,
That's
okay.
all. I think that's everybody.
How dare you?
There's no one else?
If the
My
Tenebris was
giant
a
girlfriend is
potato-
out in space and you're just
Oh,
ignoring
shit.
her?
We do need to do one for her. She does need
For
one.
Bex. Yeah,
And
you
my-
gotta
does
have
need
a
one.
Bex
And my
potato.
android boyfriend? What are we talking about?
Correct.
Come on now.
Okay.
What is
That's
where is
true.
Horace? Come on.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
Leaving your partners in the dust. That's crazy.
God, what is his name? Nevin would be a
Nevin.
potato battery.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
Like,
Because
yeah.
he's so smart.
Correct.
like GLaDOS.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Just like GLaDOS.
How are you doing? Because I am a potato.
Nevin would
a
be
potato.
Nevin would be a potato battery, and Beck would be a potato gun.
Yep.
That's objectively the correct
Nice.
answer.
Yeah,
Correct. Okay, cool.
That makes sense.
Hell yeah. All right. Donate to Las Americas for me to pause the game and name more potato products for NPCs
Yeah.
in this game.
We know what you want.
I know why you're here. It's
Yeah.
for the potato.
For the
Joke.
potato bits.
It's for the
Yeah.
potato bits. Number one potato bit stream. Okay. All right. Give me
Brought
the
to you by
bits.
Lay's.
Hell yeah. Cool. That's our introductions. So we are going to dive back into it. When we left off, it was at a moment of high tension in our story. There had just been a discovery made on the Tenebris, revealed by someone who was unexpectedly on your ship, someone who discovered one of Dr. Richard Courtney's secrets and chose to reveal that to the crew, not before enacting a little bit of violence. You all safely subdued Riho. She's currently in your med bay, recovering. You did discover that she was an ex-Takamagaharan Shinshoku, basically like an agent of the state, who had robot bugs in her body, which she used to great effect. And when we left off, it was shortly after Omari had discovered that in the case that Dickie took from the Yeltsin Foundation when you fled, there was a viral base. Something not quite formed. Something not finished. Something designed to be highly virulent, but still controllable when unleashed upon a population. Something that could be devastating, but also easily treated for the right price. And I believe Omari had left the med bay, told Dickie where to find him when he was ready to talk. And Padlock decided to also be there. So, where do we find our characters?
Well, Padlock is absolutely being like a snoop, so I'm just like peeking. I'm not like entered in. I'm just like,
So Omari is sitting in the mess hall, legs kicked up, arm sling because it's fucked. But the other hand is holding a pistol.
Dickie did bring his first aid kit because the captain has a pretty. Was it your hand specifically that was all mangled up?
Yeah.
So I think Dickie goes to the med bay and is like paused one step inside seeing that Omari is armed. Did you... I can have a look at your hand so you can...
That can wait. That can wait. Have a seat.
He does. Puts the first aid kit almost like between them on the table.
Mm-hmm. Care to explain to me what this is?
That is my final project from the Foundation. The headmaster told me that I was not going to graduate unless I did this for him. So he asked me to create the base of a virus, and I assumed that it would be for research, for testing new vaccines, new antivirals, but I don't think that it turned out that way.
You don't say.
That is what it appears.
Okay. And by your assessment, what do you think it became, Doctor?
Well, based on all of the evidence that I've seen, I think that they managed to turn it into the Jovian smiling plague.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think you see him struggling. And then tears, just silent, like it's not matching up with his face.
Mm-hmm.
Can you, using what we have, make a cure?
I think the wheels start going. It's clear. I've seen cases of it. The vaccine that they had on the ring belt, or at the ring station, is synthesizable, I think, with some tweaks. Yes, it was always designed to be easily cured.
Okay. I'm aware that they used all of us. You could not have known. You were drinking the Kool-Aid far too much more than the rest of us. But I need you to understand that were it not for that, you would be bleeding out on the floor right now.
I appreciate that. Did something happen? I mean, we knew about this before.
Yes, but you were the cause of it, Dickie. Let me know what materials you need. You're going to have a lot of time to work on it. Because we're going to go to Jupiter.
Okay. Are you sure you don't want me to look at your hand?
I kind of don't want you to touch me right now, Dickie. Listen, I know. You were just doing what you were told. But it's called the Jovian Smiling Plague. So, respectfully, I'll survive.
Understood.
Get your shopping list.
Yeah. He will stand up, take the kit, have it for you in an hour.
Give it to Jojo or Padlock.
Yeah. I know it doesn't change anything, but I'm sorry.
You do not receive a response.
Yeah. Gonna leave after that.
Mm-hmm.
Head back to the med bay.
Mm-hmm. The gun is put away and it is traded out for vodka.
I'm trying to, excuse me, I'm trying to remember. Is this your gun? Because Riho also revealed to the rest of you all that Dickie has a gun. And I don't remember if somebody took it.
I believe the captain had it.
Okay. So I'm curious if you were threatening Dickie with his mom's service weapon, essentially. Her old KGB pistol.
I feel like, yeah, probably. Yeah, probably.
I think that's fun. That's fun, right?
Yeah. That's mine now, at least until I think that you can have it back.
I'm not gonna argue with that.
That's so fair. It's so fair. We did not notice Padlock being a sneak, did we?
I don't think I was being like super sneaky. I was like,
Gotcha.
I feel like if Dickie walked out, I'd be like, hi, hey, like lean up against the wall.
Dickie's eyes to the floor would not even notice Padlock there. Just sorry.
Padlock.
Oh, yeah?
Can you go get my brother, please?
Oh, yeah. I'll go find him. And I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go down the wrong hallway, and then you're gonna see Padlock go look down the right hallway. But yeah, I'll go look for. I'll go look for your brother.
I think that makes sense. I also think that you are both going to tighten your chain.
Oh, are we?
It seems right.
No, that's correct. You are
It
correct.
seems like it makes sense to go to choking.
Hell.
Incredible. Okay. Padlock, you are going to look for Malachi?
Yes.
Malachi Leda?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I remember him from that one party where he tried to rizz up the lesbians.
He
Yes,
sure did.
and failed miserably
He sure did.
because, lesbians.
Because
You know.
lesbians. It's a hard hill to climb.
He'll figure it out. Or she'll figure it out.
Incredible. Okay, yeah. You can find him. Let's see. Where would Malachi be? Q, where do you think your brother would be?
Probably working on his ship.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that does make sense.
He idle hands like I do.
Yeah, for sure. I think Padlock, you probably run back and forth across the hangar a couple times, and eventually you don't see him anywhere, but eventually you do notice like a pair of legs sticking out from under a spacecraft that's a starfighter.
Oh my god! If he's underneath it, I'm gonna like army crawl underneath it. I'm gonna go find him.
Incredible. I love that choice.
Like, lay down next to him.
For sure.
I'll hand him a wrench if he's just like reaching for it. I'll just hand it to him.
You hand him the wrench that he's reaching for, and he says, fuck, and sits up very sharply, fully slams his head into the underside of the starcraft, and then like immediately falls back down, bangs the back of his head on the way down as well on like the concrete floor of the hangar, and just like puts his hand like to his head and is just like,
hi, hello.
What? Why are you here? Why did you do that?
Oh, well, you were looking for your wrench, so I thought I'd help give you a hand.
I knew where it was. I was reaching for it.
There was like 3 taps to the 2. Anyway, hi. Your brother's looking for you, Captain.
Oh. Yeah, I know. Okay, thank you. What does he want? He's clearly still like his brain is still clearly not like, he's still rattled and in pain and is only sort of like half processing what you're saying.
Yeah, Padlock's gonna make like a very audible like stim noise, like I don't know if I should inherently tell you the whole situation. I was kind of watching it. There's a lot of things going on, like a lot of moving parts. But all I heard was go get my brother, and you just kind of salute those kinds of situations, and you just go get. Yeah, so that's why I'm here. You should twist those wires right there. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sure. When you say that, he looks at you and is like, you know a lot about fixing ships?
I'm not allowed to touch the engine room, if that makes sense. But I do know a thing or two about wires and how they connect to each other.
Okay.
A little volt through your body like does wonders.
Okay. So the fuel gauge on my ship, and he like reaches up and like smacks a hand against the underbelly a couple of times, is not reading correctly. If I go and talk to Omari, you want to stay here and fix it?
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay. How excited does Padlock seem on a scale from chill to dangerously excited?
Dangerously excited.
Alarmingly
It's working their way up to dangerously excited. It'll get more excited the moment he leaves. It's
Sure.
like an attempt to contain it and regulate it, but like a dog that like holds a chew toy when they're greeting somebody, shaking but like keeping it together.
There is a moment of concern that flickers across his face, and then he clearly sort of talks himself out of it. He's like, I mean, there's no way Omari would like fly with this person if they were dangerous or bad at their job or anything like that. So they seem like they know what they're talking about. It's fine. He says, okay, all right, Padlock. I guess I'll be back after I'm done talking. Thank you so much for your help.
Yeah, no problem. You probably want to talk to Dickie afterwards, for the, he does like like a head forward smack and then head back smack,
Right. The doctor. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that, I guess. Okay.
Okay, have fun.
Yeah.
I'll be here.
Don't make anything work less.
Oh, I've never done that a day in my life.
Great. Okay. That sounds great. Yeah. That fills me with confidence. So, he's going to walk away. He's going to head towards the Tenebris. He's going to give a few concerned looks over his shoulder as he goes, but he is going to like climb into the ship. And I think he's going to take note of the damage as he does so. The airlock is a little bit damaged, as we covered. There's probably still some blood that I don't think anyone has cleaned up. And he's going to take a look around as he steps in, and I think he's going to it's very quiet. It's very empty right now. I think he's going to go to comms and try to contact you over your transcom directly, Omari, and say, Malachi Leda reporting for whatever. Paging Captain
Mess hall.
Okay. All right. And yeah, like a minute or two later, he'll walk in.
He's drunk.
That was fast.
Actually drunk this time. I mean, he probably took that whole bottle to the head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, he's trying to numb the pain. Dang.
Jesus, what happened to you?
Assassin. Or specifically airlock.
Okay, those are maybe the most different two things.
Assassin tried to close the door.
Assassin on Mars?
Yeah.
Are they dead?
No.
Why are they not dead? Because if they got away, we need to tell everybody.
They're in the med bay. It's fine. They had one target. Not the point.
Right.
When you left home, was everybody okay?
He's going to sit down and what? Now you want to talk about home?
Well, I don't have the energy for this. Answer the question, please.
Kind of. Yeah, I know. I mean, everybody thought the best. I mean, mom and dad never talked about it, but like to me, the best case scenario was that you were dead. Because the worst case scenario was that you just disappeared and stopped talking to anyone.
I don't mean that part. I mean physically. Were they healthy? I know I fucked up. Were they okay when you left home?
They were okay when I left home.
Okay. All right. Then I want you to come with me. Because Dad is not.
I know. So you called.
Of course I called.
Don't say, of course I called.
I said I would.
Okay.
I promised that I would call.
This is why I didn't tell you. Because of course you would have. If you knew that he was sick. That's the only reason you would have.
Is it the plague?
Probably.
Okay.
It's not that bad yet. So
Okay.
They don't know what it is, but yeah, probably.
Okay.
It doesn't start off with all of the
symptoms.
Yeah, all the smiling and shit.
Okay. Well, luckily, I've got someone who knows how to cure it.
I mean, that's... Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna go. Are you coming with us?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Of course I am.
Okay. Good. Fuck. I'm gonna go to the med bay now. Get done with, or you have to get done. Or get ready, I suppose.
All right.
Yeah.
You know it's not that simple, right? We can go there, and I'm sure, you're a doctor, whoever's very good, very smart. All of you are. Yeah, you can save Dad, I'm sure. And it's worth it for that. Like, it's worth the trip. It's worth whatever it takes to save our father, of course. Everybody there knows where it comes from. Everybody knows it didn't just show up out of nowhere. Everybody knows why. Everybody knows why it's only people from the co-op that get sick.
Hey, listen. I'm apparently in the business of saving people. I wouldn't be going just for Dad.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Why are you gonna...
I don't know. I'm gonna do what has to be done.
Look, I'm all for a hopeless cause. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't. I wouldn't have come here and joined up after we ran into each other on that train. But you keep picking fights with the biggest and the strongest people on the playground.
Yeah, well, they started it.
My point is that you're not going to be able to do this forever. You picked a war here on Mars against the Earth Coalition Party. And now you want to go to Jupiter to take out Colburn. And what? Destroy half of the solar system's fuel economy and in the process. And
I'm not looking to destroy it. I'm trying to give our people a fighting chance.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, Omar, is you can cure this sickness, but if you go there And you what? Save our dad, and then you turn around and you leave? And you come back here to fight this war? What do you think happens to everybody on Jupiter? What do you think happens to everybody in the moons? All of the JMC folks, our family, our friends' families, and people that we grew up with. You think they won't retaliate? Just because the virus gets cured, it doesn't mean that like they're just gonna leave everybody alone and let them go about their business. I'm saying that if you go there and you pick that fight, and then you leave.
So then what do you want me to do, Mal?
I don't know.
Okay. Then I'll figure it out when I get there. I'm gonna go see Dad. And the rest will figure it out.
You're supposed to be the smart one.
Yeah, I am the smart one. And I'll work up a plan once I have more information. I have to figure out what we're working with before I can come up with an actual plan. But what I do know is that I'm going home like I was supposed to a while ago.
What if they tell you no?
Yeah. I've fallen apart before. You get used to it. We got people to put me back together.
But if they don't let you go? Amari, Delaney, Headstone. You and your crew, you're part of what's happening here. You're part of this war. You're the symbol of this war.
We'll call it a PR mission.
You really think they're going to buy that? I'm not trying to be a dick. I don't. Of course I'm going with you, and of course we are going. We have to.
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
I'm not going to ask them. I'm letting them know.
Okay.
They can be upset if they want, but we left them with two very capable tools. So.
Okay. What do you need me to do?
Just get ready. We're going to have to do repairs on the ship again, just to make sure that it's good to go. Okay. Just make sure that you have things in order. I will speak to the council to let them know that we're going to be going.
Okay. He stands up and says, am I supposed to salute you or?
God, no. Just listen, I'm the captain of the ship, but you're still my little brother. If you salute me, I will hit you.
He thinks about it for a second, and then he flips you off.
Okay, and then I'm gonna hobble my ass to the med bay.
Okay. Before we get to the med bay, because I do want to get there first, Padlock, what does Mal find when he gets back to his starfighter? I think you're muted.
I couldn't find my tab. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, it was an honest attempt, but I think once I couldn't get the light to work the first time, then I started going a little deeper. It's a lot of duct tape. I feel like it does work, but it's like, you know, when you see something that did work and then you look at like some DIY electrician shit. And you just wonder why like that one button that isn't the button for it is working on that. But it works, you know? And I left before he could even like inspect my work because I imagined he was already going to be grateful for it.
Of course, yes. Of course, naturally.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you be? You fixed it.
Yeah, exactly. Got to get back to the Tenebris. We got to fix her up.
Right. Okay, cool. So you're making your way back to the Tenebris.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, that makes sense. Perfect. In the med bay, I believe that is where we left Jojo Broxson. And so you, Jojo, are there when Riho starts to stir from where she's been unconscious on the med bed. Just sort of like the soft beeping of vitals being read, and the very very soft light of like low power mode here in the med bay to conserve energy. And you like hear her stir and make like a small noise as she lifts her head up. In all of the commotion and the chaos, the space buns have fallen out. So,
Edie will be pleased.
Yes, no longer any competition here on the on the Tenebris.
Hope Edie relaxes a little bit then.
Right. Probably not. Seems unlikely.
Probably, yeah, very unlikely. I think she's just been waiting for a little bit. Flipping between angry and accepted and just trying to move on. And it's, I think right now she's still it caught in one of those transitions. So at the noise, she cocks her head.
Rio lifts her head up and looks at you, looks around at the unfamiliar surroundings with that sort of bleary, like just woke up expression, looks around at the surroundings, her eyes fall on you, and she clenches her eyes closed and lets her head fall back to the med bed behind her and says, "Shit."
Yeah, I know, not exactly the company you were hoping for. Don't have wings or halo. Don't have pointy horns or a really sick fucking trident or whatever. But nope, still stuck with us fuckers.
Just hoping that it was another bad dream.
Nah. Life's fun like that. So, how you feeling? Yeah.
Terrible, but it's what I deserve, I guess. Right? I think I don't really understand what happened here.
Well, I don't. Deserves a real hard question is really in the eye of the beholder. What I think or what my crew thinks means a great deal to me, but to you it sounds like maybe you feel like shit about whatever went down. So why don't you try and elucidate me? The fuck were you doing, Rio?
I didn't lie to you. Not exactly. I'm from the Kamagahara 1. I'm from the vents.
Yeah, you kind of proved a few nightmares true, being literal walking embodiment of a boogeyman, but hey, that's real fun for me and my paranoia. What's a Taka assassin doing on my humble little ship?
Not an assassin. I mean,
What exactly would you call your job title then?
it's not what they tell you.
Yeah. When you're getting trained and brainwashed and stuff, look, I get it. I came from a place where they train and brainwash kids to do what they want, but and think the vents had anything like that.
I was my mom. She lived in the vents. She went to the vents to get away from my father.
Yeah.
He was a platform administrator.
A lot of kids have a lot of similar stories. Yeah.
Not a nice man, but he had connections. And you grow up in the vents, you see everybody through grates. You see everybody through windows and glass, and everybody up above moving around and breathing open air. And it was the only time that I got to be like them when he came and when he would take me away and show me the rest of Kamagahara, you know, and the rest of it. I mean, that's why they called it that. It means heaven. It felt like it when I was a kid, you know. It felt like it when I was young because everything was brighter and more open, and the air was clean, and it didn't taste like engine exhaust, and there was ice cream and he had connections. If I resented my mom because she took us away, she ran to the vents, and I would, because of that, I wasn't in the system. I didn't have citizenship. But if I became a Shinshoku, I would. And they tell you that it's not what people say it is. You're not an assassin. You're not black bagging people. You're not an agent of the state. It's the cultural identity. Do you know what it means? Shinshoku from before Takamagahara?
She shakes her head no.
They were priests. Shinto shrines. When they made the Takamagaharas, they said that, they didn't want people to lose the connection to the culture. They didn't want people to forget where they came from. That's what the Shinshoku did. They kept the shrines on the wayside and in the city so that people could always go and they could always pray and they could always experience that part of their culture. That's what they said that we were. And then they trained us just in case. And then they put machines inside us just in case. Machines that they could see through and listen through.
Just in case.
And then they made it so that they could control us. They started to. Literally, it was a program. If you fucked up, it would connect to your brain. Like a hive. And you weren't really you anymore. So I ran before they could. And I disconnected myself and I decided that I wasn't going to use drones anymore. And Mars is where people go to disappear. I grew up in the vents. I knew how to build spacecraft. I knew how to fix spacecraft and was good with my hands. So, a place in Independence. It was quiet. It was nice. And I met you. People from the Takas, they don't come here usually. Because if you're from the vents, how are you going to get out? And if you're on the platform, why would you leave? So, but then I started to get suspicious.
Suspicious.
Mm-hmm. Because of your crew. Because of things that you said about Padlock. And I started looking around for more information. And then I found the case. I found the gun from Tranquility. And I didn't think it was you, but I wasn't sure. I wasn't going to let him infect this place. There's about to be a war. They keep telling us that there's about to be a war, and like the ships are there and like they're blocking communications and people from coming here and leaving here. And I saw the case, the virus. I thought maybe that was their plan. They had sent him or you or all of you maybe to end it before it could even start. I thought maybe I could finally do some of the stuff that they told us that we were supposed to do. Protect our homes. Keep the people that we cared about safe.
So your first instinct upon feeling threatened was to go back to the instincts that were taught and brainwashed and instilled into you by the people, the oppressors that you ran away from. You said that I know the Shintoku fought with drones, and you said you gave that up, but I know for a fact that that's how you fought. So, how before I say anything else,
Mhm.
can I get a read on this person?
Mhm.
Or the
Absolutely.
equivalent pierce the mask roll?
No, yeah, there is get a read as a move.
Yep.
So absolutely you can. Get a read. That's with gut.
That is gut is +1. That's 6 + 1 is 7.
You can get one hold. You can ask one question, which I will answer truthfully. What's hidden, obscured, or unclear? How can I exploit a weakness, vulnerability, or opportunity? What's the largest uncounted threat, variable danger? What's the best way I could blank?
I'm mostly wanting and especially with a gut check, are they being genuine? Is this they've talked a lot about brainwashing and doing all these things, and I'm kind of feeling a fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I really don't want to get burned. So I think with that hold, if speaking honestly, is this genuine?
It seems genuine. Yeah.
Cool. Then I think she thinks back to her first moments on the Tenebris and her early actions with the crew and other people, in which she reacted like she was taught, as a venter, as somebody who grew up seeing everybody from the outside and not only breathing exhaust air, as someone who had to fight first and um, being having to unlearn a lot of those tendencies that she's learned, and even thinking of her protectiveness around the engine and things like that as her own, like, I must protect the thing that literally keeps us afloat and breathes, like that is a sacred thing. And I think for her, she just relaxes a little bit and says, okay, what you're saying is hard for me to trust easily, but it is one that I hear you on. And I don't. You talked a lot about what you did and why you did it. I understand that. Now that you know a little bit more, and let me tell you, fill in a little bit of the gaps of what I think you missed. We're not here to plague Mars. We're here to cure this fucking thing. in order to do that, we got to have really smart people working on this virus and fixing it. And we got probably the best person to work on it that you almost blew the brains out of, which I appreciate you. I guess the Shintoku being really bad at their jobs or you being rusty, because otherwise that would have made our job significantly harder. So you are a talented engineer and somebody who I believe could be very useful to the Martian people. I hope you use your skills to do what you have been doing and not just fall back into whatever the hell you had to do to survive. This is different. And you tell me, what do you want to do now?
Don't know. I don't know. I mean, put yourself in my shoes, Jojo. Doesn't it seem really convenient that you all showed up the way that you did when you did?
Did you ask anyone who we were? Do you know what the ship is?
I know who you are. I know what you did for us.
You think that, what, this was all an elaborate stage play? Some production? And then we're just gonna
what a day!
drop
What a lovely day!
this virus on Mars? Got other things to do. Got other people we need to save. Independence and Mars, these are our people. This is who we're fighting for. And I think if you ask anyone on Independence, they would be willing to back that up, at least enough to give us a question before you pull out the fucking battle droids.
Do you know a lot about the history of this planet?
Mars?
Like why we can grow things here now and you can breathe the air and there's atmosphere.
Terraformers, colonizers, people coming in and trying to change the planet for what it is, putting it in a bubble and trying to make the atmosphere something useful.
Kind of both. Kind of. A long time ago, before anyone lived here, Mars was like disputed territory. People don't really. It's a long time ago. The people who were around back then are dead. Old. Headstone, I think, probably towards the tail end, maybe. But the reason why World War III happened, because Earth and the coalition decided that it was getting too crowded. They needed to go somewhere else. They needed to build more, I don't know, factories or whatever. Mars was open territory. They just needed people to be able to live here. So they dropped a bomb on it. Kind of. It wasn't supposed to be a bomb. It was a payload of first gen nanotech and designer organisms and terraforming, basically. It was supposed to completely change everything native. Make the place livable, breathable, make the soil able to sustain life. The planet, able to sustain life. It gets so it would rain. They didn't know that there were already people living here. Takamagahara had already set up a research base. People who were studying the surface. And those organisms and the nanotech, you're supposed to take everything that was already here and change it. And so all those people, it tried to do what it was designed to do. Changed them. It killed them. They all died. And then there was a war about it. So yeah, I think that if Coalition was going to try to end the rebellion on Mars, to wipe out all the people that were living here so that they could start over, it's probably exactly how they would do it. And they'd probably use people that they thought they could trust to do it. Because that way it wouldn't look like they were culpable.
Well, there's part of your problem is I wouldn't say that any of us are necessarily on the Coalition's good side.
No.
And
but you're on Mars's good side. They think you're heroes. They gave you a name.
yeah, but we ain't so fickle as to throw away a gift like that. And I get that you're not particularly trusting on that front, and I can understand that maybe literally actually jumping the gun frankly because of all that it's probably the only reason why it's me talking to you instead of the captain. Believe it or not, I'm going to be the nice one in this situation. I think you are a valuable member and would have been a valuable member of this crew because you are a very smart and capable engineer. You are an asset to Mars. So I'm going to ask that you stay here, that you work with Maeve, and that you work with these people that you care about deeply. But I'm going to ask you as soon as you're better to not touch this ship, to not come aboard my crew. I'll give you my number. I would have really loved to be able to talk a little bit more about Taka. But I wish your mama would have held you a little tighter and kept you in the vents. I think you would have learned a little something about community that way. Get better. Get the fuck off my ship. And she's gonna roll out.
Hell yeah. I love that. Q, I'm going to give you a choice. Either Omari is just getting here now, or Omari got here about halfway through that conversation and just decided to listen and not go in.
I actually think you need to give that to Dickie because he left before I did.
Oh, I guess that's a good point. Were you going for the med bay, Dickie? I think I missed that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, him was going for the med bay.
You're muted. Sorry.
Yes, he was going to create his shopping list, so he was headed back to the med bay.
Okay, cool. Well, then, same question applies to you, Dickie. Are you just getting there now, or did you hear that conversation?
If the captain will permit, I think Dickie got there halfway.
Okay.
and was sort of lurking as he is wont to do.
Nice.
And then depending on how long it took Mal and Amari to have a chat, we can sort of linger on the thresholds awkwardly together.
I think that's fair. And I think that's the question now that I will give to you, Q, which is Omari just getting there now? Or did you also get there and you just sort of are both standing there eavesdropping, not wanting to interrupt? Because it is an interesting conversation and it is answering some questions that you probably both had about Riho.
I would like to say that I heard at least the tail end of that.
I think that's so fair, and you can both decide how much of that you heard. But yes, you kind of make awkward eye contact with each other as you are sort of like standing on either side of the doorway of the med bay, listening in. And Jojo, as you roll out of the med bay, you would see both of them standing there.
Doctor, Captain.
Jojo.
She puts a cigarette in her mouth and she hands the lighter to the captain. Would you? She takes the cigarette. She goes, "Thank you," and she will roll out and not acknowledge anything she said whatsoever. Take her cigarette and roll her happy ass. I would say to the engine because that would be her happy place, but actually I think she needs desperately to fix something. So she's going to go to the guns and she's going to, you would be able to hear the clanging of metal and the smell of cigarettes and ash from the guns.
You could also fix the door. You could also fix the hangar door.
Guns first.
No, guns first. No, so fair.
Gotta be guns. Then I'll get the door.
So fair.
Guns over
I appreciate that, Captain. I am not in note-taking mode.
Truly, no worries.
Wasn't
no
asking.
Worries. I wish. like that, it's fully fine. So I think very, very specifically, as soon as Omari walked up, he did not acknowledge your presence, just sort of looking above you the entire time. But he will walk into the med bay and sit in one of the patient chairs and hold out his hand to be worked on.
All right. I think as Dickie comes in, he gives Rio a look like, "Do you need anything?" Raised eyebrow, question mark. "Do I need to sedate you?" What, like, just sort of assessing the situation non-verbally while he's heading over to talk with, or to probably not talk, but to attend to the captain's hand.
I think she's just going to lean back in the chair and close her eyes.
Okay.
Awkward.
Flip open the box. Look at the hand. I think he really wants to ask what happened, but probably realizes this is not the time to have that conversation. So there's just going to be...
So you probably see like the remnants of his piloting glove.
Right.
Sort of like melded in with the mush that is his hand.
So I think we're going to delicately remove the rest of that. Sort of like salvage as much as we can, but clearly there's not enough to salvage.
Mm-hmm.
Should we put a new driving glove on the list?
Eventually. There are other things we need to buy.
Understood. This is probably going to hurt.
It already does. It's fine. I'm drunk.
For once, we're not going to say anything. We're just going to let that go.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to set them bones and do what we can on that hand. Is that, call that a heal check or a brain check, right?
You can use, you're in the med bay, so you can use the med bay, which is usually a better roll.
As established last time, my brains are better.
His brain is better.
That's right. Yeah.
My brain am better.
You're better than a med bay.
I'm better than a med bay, God damn it.
So the benefit, I believe, is that you can heal 2 harm with the med bay. I believe you can only heal 1 harm. Yeah.
Well, if I can
roll,
heal 2 harm, that seems like a good idea.
If you roll high enough with the med bay, you can. Yes.
Well, I got a 12 with the med bay.
It's high enough. It's high enough. So you heal 2 harm, Omari.
Amazing.
Just so you know, Hugh, that also that heats our chain or does something.
We can't heat it or increase it anymore.
Yeah. What happens if it were to heat?
We're
So
choking 3.
Yeah, there is a thing that would happen, but we would have to figure out consequences, which could be fun. Hold on, actually. I was gonna say I don't think that happens when you use the med bay, but it could be fun.
It could be.
It could be fun. All right. When one of your chains tightens to choking and you weren't the cause of it.
Oh, this is just heating because we were already choking.
Yes. This still would have happened when you...
True, right. This still would have happened.
This would have happened regardless. I just forgot about it. So who was the cause of this?
Dickie.
Yeah, that's so fair.
It's the tiny boy's fault.
So
never done anything wrong in my life.
Never once. Omari, I need you to roll with heat.
Oh, boy. I was a 13.
13 is very good. However, it's generally not speaking. Honestly, we did already play this out. We can narratively keep this kick this down the road. But on a 10 plus, you drop whatever it is you're doing and you go confront them about it right here, right now.
Gotcha.
So, okay, we did have that conversation.
You kind of already did that, but this can still be simmering under the surface. However,
there's a simmer.
Yeah, there's a simmer for sure. But I think that you don't have to worry about anything heating or tightening because you're using the infirmary specifically.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Then I think there's a lot of beeping and touching of buttons. There's not a lot of talking, and there's definitely a lot of focus on the hand or on the equipment. We are not looking at Omari.
No, we're not making eye contact, and that's fully fine.
How hurt are you after all of this?
I'm actually okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I'm picturing kind of a cybernetic brace for the injured hand where it still has, I would say maybe 70% functionality, something like that. Like the downside is it's still your shooting hand. The upside is you can use it. It's just
right. Yeah, it's my main shooting hand, but I am ambidextrous. So right. So yeah, you take all of the little shrapnel bits, you kind of get the bones set where they need to be for healing, and then you install this this sort of cybernetic frame to keep things in place and allow Omari partial use of it even while it's healing. Though the caveat, of course, is the less you use it, the better.
Right. Orange slice?
Obviously.
Right. And Diggy will remember he didn't offer Rio an orange slice either. And so he will get one for the captain. Provide that.
Eat an orange slice.
I'll have that list for Padlock or Jojo as soon as I can.
Good. Doctor, and he will leave.
Captain. And then I'm going to get Rio an orange slice.
Okay. She is lying back on the med bed. Her eyes are closed. How are you presenting her with this?
Your eyes are still moving under your eyelids, and that's not REM pattern.
She will open them and look at you, and presumably the orange slice that you were holding out to her?
Yeah, he's got it on a little surgical tray with a little napkin under it. Orange slice. It helps rehydrate. Got vitamins. People like the taste. I find it a little sour myself.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
A little spicy.
A little spicy.
She will reach out and she will take it. And I think there's a moment where you can tell that, like, her first instinct is to be suspicious of it. Like, her first instinct is to, like, examine it closely, and she stops herself from doing that.
Okay. I do think Dickie is working on being cognizant, and so he also doesn't know when not to make the joke. So he'd be like, if I was planning on poisoning you, I would have done it when you were pretending to be asleep.
Rio, clearly not getting the joke, nods and says, that does make sense.
Oh.
So I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but I'm glad that you're recovering.
I'm sorry that I tried to kill you.
If we're being extremely honest with each other, based on what you knew, what wouldn't have been the most unjustified murder. But I'm sorry that I pulled a gun on you. You aren't the only one with training that is difficult to disrupt the pattern of.
I think she's going to lean back in the chair again and close her eyes again. But are you sitting down to write your list here, or were you just coming to get something and then leave?
No, so I think what he's actually doing, and I think because Rio is there, this is going to be a more vocal thing than he would normally do. Normally the process is very internal, as he is. I think he's pulling up all of the data that he has on the vaccine that they had taken, on his own personal notes that he has from what he remembers of the project, and just sort of putting it all up on his med screen, and just sort of talking out loud through the process of what he's seeing, what he needs. Normally he would use himself as a sounding board, but I think he's so upset about how this is impacting people in ways that he never understood. I think that he's kind of grasping, especially because the captain is normally such a life raft in a turbulent storm, and he's not there, and Dickie gets it. So I think he's basically turning to Rio as the only sort of warm body in the room that he can talk to, and so even if he's not talking to her, I think he's talking out loud and seeing if there's any response, even if it's almost purely for his own sounding board purposes. But it's virus is this, what do we do to cure that, blah blah blah, delivery systems, etc., just seeing if there's anything that triggers himself or Rio to have a thought about the matter.
Yeah. I think that you get a couple sort of almost automatic responses from her, even though she doesn't open her eyes or sit up. She seems to know probably a startling amount about viral warfare.
I mean, he's almost banking on the fact that the Shinshoku could, based on their boogeyman reputation.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems foolish to set aside any potential resource or area of knowledge that he doesn't have access to. So. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he will just do that until he's got the list as needed, and then I think he will transmit that to Padlock and Jojo when they have time, when they're not fixing things.
Okay. When you stand up to leave,
mm-hmm.
Rio is going to say something, kind of quietly, but still loudly enough that you know it's directed at you. As you're like turning off the brighter light overhead that you've been like working by, and back to sort of just the power conservation running lights, because the vital monitoring of the med bed takes a significant amount of power. She says, "Do you miss it sometimes?"
I think he stops, looks over his shoulder. Every day. Just because you miss something doesn't mean it was good or right for you. And he will duck out.
Cool. The next time anyone checks the med bay, Rio is gone. And I think that's where we're going to take our break for the evening. We're going to disappear for about 10 minutes. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Hi, we're back. And Finn is here.
Say hi, Finn.
For a few seconds.
For a few seconds before we go to bed.
Yeah.
Our mother is playing Assassin's Creed Shadows, and he was sleeping downstairs. And then I bribed him to come up here for a few moments. But we're fading. All of the mischief is managed for the night.
Good for him.
Good boy.
Maybe next time he'll have been groomed. We'll see.
Wow.
Like, don't say it, Father. Don't even think it.
I'm free. I'm finally free.
Okay. Do you want to say goodnight? You want to say goodnight? And go to bed?
Good night, sweet prince.
Good night, sweet prince.
Sweet Vince.
Vince. Yeah, it's a good one.
You are a sick son of a.
Wow.
Gonna kill that dog.
Wow.
He's the bad guy. You.
All the bad guys.
32 months. Pretty fucked up.
It's a good time.
Who did that?
Killed a lot of dogs.
Rouge.
Thank you, Rouge.
Pretty fucked up. All right. Cool. Finn has been put to bed.
Like a furry missile. It is a straight shot from my office door to his crate, and it's just... The most active I see him all day is when he's running to bed.
What a mood.
Good for
What a
him.
mood.
That's so real.
I relate so hard to that.
The concept of a furry missile is especially funny given the percentage of the furry community that are in the military actively.
Branding.
This is for
Yeah.
you.
You've heard of the Patriot missile. We'll get ready for it.
Yeah.
Get ready for the red rocket.
No, Q, no. Too real.
What do you mean?
Too real.
What do you mean? Is,
I mean-
is that...
Medically
Now
accurate.
that's what I call Dr. Strangelove.
How I learned to stop worrying and love the atomic bomb.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
It's just a furry riding the bomb, like at the end of it, like.
Oh, dear.
Unfortunately, my favorite drink at the bar that's closest to my house is called the Red Rocket.
Oh,
Okay.
do they know?
That's
Of course they
they
know.
have to.
They
have
must
to.
know.
They
Of course
simply
they do.
must.
Someone
really
would have had
good.
to have told them by now.
Yeah,
They know.
they
Yeah.
know.
Do they know?
They know.
They know.
Anyway,
Anyway,
let's get back to our game, shall we?
Sure.
Sure.
I mean, I
Let's-
guess.
Let's
if you
transition
want to.
seamlessly back
Otherwise,
to
we can
Nephilim
talk about
Tenebris.
alternates to Dr. Strangelove, which is not as exciting.
That's fair. Short conversation, probably.
A little bit.
Okay. Well, but then again, that's what I thought about anger insurance, and we riffed on that for like a good 20, 30 minutes.
We did.
Oh,
That was. We did a long bit on anger
We did.
insurance. I
it's
was
long
impressed.
form improv.
Yeah. We should check out the long form Philly improv scene.
It
Hell yeah.
exists. We
would do great there.
We got to start recording that for when people donate extra. They can get access to our long form improv.
That's what the people really fucking want.
Improv. Yep.
Yeah.
Watch those Las Americas Immigrant Advocacy Center donations go through the roof. They're doing improv.
Philly improv. Sold.
I'm sure an actual play is now pivoting to improv. I've never heard of that one before.
I know. It's crazy.
Shit.
Yeah, sending the hell out of that game. Let's do it.
All right.
The title of the show actually is Yes and.
Yes and, yeah.
We got the sillies tonight.
We sure do. All right. So the next time you check the med bay, Rio is gone, as we mentioned before we went to break. What now? So you've established that at least Omari has established that the crew is going to Jupiter. There are some people that have not been informed of that fact. Some people who might take issue with that fact.
So I don't fucking care. I will need to talk to the crew as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
So probably the next day, because I need some time to rest and recuperate.
I think that makes sense.
Even that hungover is crazy, but I feel like that is very Omari.
Yeah.
And Edie, who is a farm kid through and through, is always the first one to wake up in the morning. So you've sent them out for provisions, supplies, probably the things on Dickie's list, in particular, out into Independence to pick up those supplies.
Right.
So,
they actually know this place, so that makes a lot of sense.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. All right. Good morning, gang.
Hey, Captain.
So I know a lot of you saw the list that Dr. Courtney created. That is the materials that will be necessary to make the vaccine for the Jovian smiling plague.
Does that sound familiar?
I think we've heard it once or twice.
So you remember when you and Dixter went to ransack that med bay on one of the rings, or one of the ring gates?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I do remember that. It's a great time.
Mm-hmm. Well, it turns out that actually will be working out to our benefit because we have some prior knowledge and experience with that vaccine. He's looking at he's looking above your head, Dickie. It's one of those, you can say it or I will.
The plague is based on a preliminary project that I did at the Yelchin Foundation, and so I understand the base components of it and how to cure it.
You were making drugs at the foundation?
No, I was gene tailoring viruses.
That sounds worse. You hear how that sounds worse.
Sounds boring. Why would you be doing that?
Also true.
Well, it's actually very interesting. And then he obviously reads the look in Omari's face and is like, we're just gonna
do that slow lizard blink when you say that.
One eye at a time blinking.
Regardless of the whys, I know what they did to alter it and create the Jovian smiling plague as it exists. So, Edie's out getting what I'll need to synthesize a cure. There's antivirals, and he starts wanting to explain it, and then again is like, this is not the time to do that.
Mm-mm. So, the plan is to go to Jupiter.
Okay.
Love the idea of that.
Mm-hmm.
Little concerned about the feasibility, seeing as there's a goddamn blockade that we've admittedly gotten through before, but
Several
still,
times.
not exactly like it gets easier each time.
No, certainly not. But
Give him the good sauce, like last time.
I'd love to give him the sauce, but I'm still fixing up these guns. I'd love to make a roll for that whenever, but I'm happy to do that after this scene.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
This is not a right now thing. Like, not an immediate. We have to make sure that we are space worthy.
Right. And I fully understand wanting to go up there and see the colony, be sure to deliver the vaccine personally, but is it possible if we learn it ourselves, can we just transmit the components, like, or the ingredients list to them? We have to hand deliver it.
My father's sick.
Okay, so we have to hand deliver it. All right, that works. On board. What do you need?
I want to make sure that the ship is good to go, good to fly, no issues. Let me know what it is that you need.
Time and quality hands. Patty?
Huh.
We got some work to do.
Do.
You want to talk about this, Captain, or you want to just do what needs doing?
Do what needs doing. I'm going to talk to the council.
Hi, Captain. I'll be on the ship.
Okay.
Captain, did you want someone with you?
No. Do you need someone to assist you with the...
I have everything I need once Edie gets back.
Understood.
There is, and it's I think up to whoever thinks they can catch it, but y'all know Joe enough that there is such a look of concern on her face for her captain that is not her engineer. It's it's the little sister in her seeing her big brother being upset and having to like go do things that she wants him to have support for, but fully knows that like she's busy, she needs the hands, Dexter needs to actually do the vaccine, Edie does need to get like he does kind of is doing this, but I think for a second she's just, don't forget you also got your brother if you want another set of hands yourself. I'll be busy, but don't forget you don't have to do that alone.
I'm going to be just fine. Don't worry. And Mal will be coming with us.
Cool. Nevin. Sorry.
No,
that was Rose, not Joe.
Fully fine.
Nevin.
I'll talk to him about it.
Right. Okay. I'll work on the guns and then get the door. I'll let you decide whether we're shooting our way out or flying our way out, but either way, we'll be ready.
It's likely going to be both.
It's always a little bit of both.
Mm-hmm.
Keeps us young.
But ages us at the same time. All right, everyone. Let's get this bird flying.
Hi, Captain.
I think when Omari leaves and Dickie not having the things that he needs to make the vaccine yet, I think he's going to follow Jojo and be like, I really don't have anything to do. So if I can help.
You want to get your hands dirty a little bit?
No, I have gloves.
You disappoint me. Let's go.
Story of my life.
Oh no.
Oh, the closest she's ever felt. The second closest she's ever felt to Dickie. He has held her legs in his hands before, so
It's true. He has saved your life at least once.
At least
times,
once, multiple times, definitely.
I don't know if Dickie's brains can help fix the Tenebris, but he has dice that he would like to use to contribute to the repair of the ship.
We might have to jury rig something, but we can come up with something for help.
Yeah, I'll between you and Patty or anyone who wants to help. The guns have 3 harm, and then the engine room itself has 1 harm.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where the doors are, but
Doors is pretty cosmetic. That's pretty easy to fix.
Okay.
Generally speaking, you need the machinist move or the machinist move in order to fix a ship's room. But I think we can probably put something together. You just need to spend additional scrap.
We got scrap?
We do have scrap still. We've got 5, I believe.
Yeah.
7 credits, 5 scrap. I know you love your scrap.
It's going to cost most
Dickie
of your
is
scrap.
finally going to be the one wasting scrap.
No! My scrap!
This is 5 years of revenge for you taking all of my medical implements.
No!
Love this.
I guess.
So fun. If you succeed well enough, you do get it back, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So there's that.
It's true.
Well,
There's that.
it's up to you, Dickie. Get my scrap back.
So I think the way we're going to do this is sort of similar to last time, where because you have so much time and access to so many resources, we're going to treat this as a few separate roles that are happening through JoJo, as you are directed by JoJo. So this is all going to kind of funnel through the machinist move. Do you want to kick it off, Rose?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
And I think she kind of pivots to like TA JoJo. Like she was never good at school, but in shop class when the teacher wasn't there, she was absolutely like helping people out. And I think you can really see, like, she's got a brain of 3. She is as smart as Dickie, just not in a human body. Has to be a machine. So I think that's how she's doing it, is just kind of laying everything out, and there's a lot of damage that needs to get fixed. So it's pretty easy to be like, this needs to get patched up. This is how you solder it and everything.
Cool.
That's 2d6 plus brain.
2d6 plus brain.
All right. And a 1 and a 2. That's a 10 plus 3 is 13.
13. You repair 1 point of harm and you get the scrap back too.
I'll take out the harm. And I think it'd be fun for how this works is that Joe has kind of patented a type of move, especially on the Tenebris, where if you solder it just right, like you can essentially reuse this type of metal to put it back together again. So instead of like it'll either break or anything that's like sawed off in a certain way that's too jagged or not like able to be glued on or whatever. So she shows a way to cut it just right, and in this one she looks like very like moves perfectly, almost artistically, like whoop, done. And it's like that's easy, done and done.
Nice.
There you go.
All right,
now your turn.
Did you fix the engine rooms or the guns?
The guns.
The guns. Okay, cool. Padlock, do you want to go next?
Yeah.
Okay. You're also rolling with brain.
One brain.
It's just like a hole in one of the like cylinders of the guns that's just like you just put it in just right.
What is my brain? Hold on.
Good question.
Bunch of
One.
nanites.
Where my sheet at?
Your brain is 1, I believe.
My brain is 1. Yeah.
One
I
brain.
believe.
I rolled a 7.
Okay, it's not a fail, which is good. So that means that you repair the harm and you spend the scrap. So
I'm the one who wasted the scrap.
yeah, but unfortunately, the good news is you repaired. Was this also the guns, I assume?
Yeah, I would be.
Okay.
I would guns for sure.
Cool. I just
Makes
put
sense.
that, so now
Awesome. 1 harm on the guns, 1 harm on the engine room.
Yep.
And Dickie, you were also
I
trying
assume-
to...
Yeah, I assume I'm going nowhere near the engine.
no, you're also there is one
I
more
will
perfectly
freak
sized
out
hole.
if you get to touch the engine.
That would be
No.
wild.
I'm practicing boundaries. That's absolutely not what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, that is a 7 plus 3 is 10.
Nice. All right, you repair 1 harm, the guns are fully repaired, and you didn't have to spend the scrap. So it only cost you a total of 1 scrap to repair these 3 harm.
I do imagine that Dickie is far more disheveled by the time this is done. Like he's got oil all over him. And I do think at some point when he's so frustrated, he's going to just reach over to Joe and grab a cigarette, stick it in his mouth. He's not going to smoke it. It's just going to be there dangling out of his mouth. And he's just kind of like stress chewing on it almost. Just going to grind that filter.
Which is worse. It's worse, actually.
So much
Do
worse.
it.
No,
So much
and
worse.
it's
Do it.
actually working for Joe in the worst way. Like she looks at this and is like, "Okay, Bex, I thought you were crazy. This is all it takes is a little bit of time in the engine room, and you two just need a little bit of grease."
Yeah, it's your
but
first
she
time
does-
ever. It's your first time ever seeing Dickie covered in engine grease, just absolutely filthy, shirt unbuttoned, eating a cigarette, and you're like, oh.
Like this is the first time I've been remotely
Sure.
attracted to Dickie. This is the first and last time I will ever.
Right.
It's like
It will never happen again. But
It's like
in
a
that one,
odd spark.
it was just that. No. Nope. Still gay.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, she slaps his back very hard. It's probably where the cigarette that he was chewing on pops out when he saves the scrap. All right. Hey, okay. Well, this is perfect. It's and she test fires just nothing in any of the cartridges, but just to make sure everything moves so it looks runs smooth. And afterwards, she just says, "Okay, that's." I'll inform the captain. You guys did fucking amazing. She thinks. You guys want to see how I do the engine room?
yeah. First,
I'd like to be in the engine room.
Dickie will wipe his forehead and just smear more grease across it. Does anybody want an orange slice before we head back? I'll
Two
meet you.
hands raised.
I'll meet you back there.
I thought you never asked.
The grease really adds a little oomph to it. It's a little umami.
It's a little flavor, yeah.
Yeah. Saborito.
I hate flavor.
I know, buddy.
That makes sense.
You know, even you were born this way. We have to respect that.
It was. hypersensitive to taste buds. Anyway, I'll meet you back there with the orange slices.
Adios. Yeah, rolling onto the engine room. If allowed, I'd be happy to roll for that now, but if you also want to do the scene with Omari and the council, that makes sense.
Actually, when you get to the engine room, you discover that it's already repaired.
Fuck!
What?
Wow, you guys work fast.
Someone cooked in here. Looking around.
Is it cleaner than usual in here?
It's got a lemon scent.
Yeah.
I don't know that anyone would necessarily pick it up, but as she looks around, she just beats out on one of the monitors. It looks like she's checking to make sure it's okay, but it's the Takian signal and the Morse code essentially knocking for thanks, kid.
Even the panels aren't breaking. Look at that.
Now, don't touch that. One
One arm's back. Yeah.
Yep, no. I don't. Jojo will remember that.
It's very dispatch of you. Incredible.
Yeah, Telltale Games. There's a Telltale game.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Okay, great.
Yeah, she called the captain. Yeah, everything. We're all clear. We're ready to fly.
Omari, what's your plan?
Probably talk to Maeve. And then let her know that I need to speak to the council.
Okay. I think that as you get close to Maeve's office, you hear booted feet falling in line sort of next to you. And I think you become aware very quickly as you look over that Carmichael Headstone White has fallen into step with you. Of a height, if not a little bit shorter, was probably a little bit taller than you at his prime. Snowy white hair.
Yeah. Daddy vibes.
Yes, yeah, correct. Like war hero, daddy.
Right. War torn daddy. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. And he sort of like jerks his head to this side, says, "Why don't we take a walk?"
Sure. What's this about?
Do you know exactly what it's about?
Okay. Lead the way.
He will. You walk around a little bit. You eventually, I think, realize that he's sort of leading you down to that basically boiler room where you met with the council recently about Ellie. And except this time, the large table of like welded metal is still there, but no one else is present. It's just him. Okay. And he walks in and sort of crosses the room. Sort of does the same thing that he did last time, which I think is pretty clear to you that this is his routine, his habit, if you will. Gets down a couple of glasses, some ice cubes, whiskey in the glasses, carries them back over to the table, sets one down in front of one chair, sets another one down in front of his chair.
Yeah.
Takes a seat.
I will actually drink this time because I didn't the first time. You wanted to talk?
I figured I would save you the bullshit. They're going to tell you to go. Of course they're going to tell you to go.
Mm-hmm.
It's your family. And family's family. They're sick. Your father's sick. You need it back home. Olga, Maeve, they understand family.
Mm-hmm. What about you?
I haven't had any family for a very long time. I guess what would be the political answer? Mars is my family. Independence. It's different, isn't it?
It is.
So, I'm the one you got to talk to. Because they're going to say, of course, we understand. You go right ahead. Do what you need to do. Be there for the ones you love.
Well, then I'm gonna say this as delicately as possibly can. I'm going. I have to.
Why?
Because for a long time I didn't show up for them. And now I can. I can't undo the hurt. But I can fix this. I can make this better.
Oh. So this is about you. This is about what you need. What a great time for it to start.
Okay.
Awesome.
Disappeared.
Okay.
Yeah. Super fun.
Did you hear what I said?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's about me, but it's not just about me.
I mean, I get it. You left your family for a very long time. Didn't speak to them, didn't reach out. It's hard. Scary to reestablish contact and have to listen to their thoughts on the matter, their feelings, all the hurt and resentment. I can see why it would feel safer to come back as the hero, the savior. Makes sense. I mean, because if you can cure this, you don't have to be there.
I'm aware.
So, this is about the absolvement.
This is about returning to my family. Making amends.
Making amends. Sure. Making amends is important. I believe that wholeheartedly. When you've done something wrong, when you've wronged someone you care about, making amends is important. You know what else is important, Captain? It's honoring the commitments that you've made. There's a whole lot of people on this planet that see you as a hero. All of you. You and your crew. And your ship. You're the rallying point. And you didn't mean to. You took off into the sky. You blasted a hole clear through a coalition warship. And the whole solar system sat up and took notice. Family. I understand that. I just want to make sure that someone says it to your face. Because it's not going to be Maeve. It's not going to be Olga. It's probably not going to be anybody else on this rock. Because family is important. And it makes sense that you'd want to be there. But do you want to be there for you? Or do you want to be there because it's the right thing to do? From where I'm sitting. Because from where I'm sitting, Captain, you can save your father from here. You can save everybody with this plague from here. Your presence, you, your crew, your ship, means a whole lot more here.
Do you know why I went to the Institute?
I could hazard a guess.
I went to work on ways to better the life and the existence of the co-op. To improve the quality of life, improve work conditions. They need help too. And not just from the plague. Yeah, I could send information about the vaccine and hope that it reaches them. Good. Or I could go take the Sword of Mars out into the stars, show the big players that they're not so scary anymore. I was told that I've been picking fights. I don't think I'm picking fights. I think I'm standing up. against those that have bullied all of us for too long. And so, yes, the easy thing, because let's be clear, it would be easier to stay here and simply save my family remotely. But I'm not interested in easy. I'm doing this for me. But I'm doing it because I believe it's right. Make sense?
Sure. Sure makes sense. Makes sense. The thing about standing up for someone, Captain, is that no matter what was happening to them before, when you stand up, you put all of that attention on yourself. That's a great thing. It's a brave thing. You take that on so that they don't have to. And then when you walk away, what do you think happens?
What exactly is it that you want me to do? What is it that you want my crew to do? That stuff. Because we talked about Ellie, Nevin, but you haven't said a goddamn thing about what you want us to do.
Right now, I just want you to be here. Because that's what gives these people hope. That's what makes them believe that we have a fighting chance. Do we? Probably not. Even with you here, probably not. If they wanted to, they could send 20 warships, 30 warships, and sure, the Tenebris can take out one, maybe two. It's not going to be enough. But they don't know that. He points to the door. And as long as they don't know that, as long as they don't think that this is hopeless, it's not. It becomes hopeless one of two ways. The first way, they wipe everyone out. Everything out. There's no one left here. Or two, everybody gives up. And when you take off, when you take the Sword of Mars out there into the stars, like you said, that's when it might get hopeless. That's when they might stop believing. And I'm sorry if that is hard for you to hear, Captain. And I know that this is a hard choice. I know that this is an impossible choice that I'm putting in front of you because, again, of course, you want to be there for your family. You signed on to this. You agreed to work together to see this through until the end. And with all due respect, you had 5 years to go home and make things better for the colonies. So why now? Because you have a reason? Because you have an excuse?
Because I have a solution. Amari's gonna stand up. You know, Carmichael, it's sad. That your only hope is us. If that is what you're pinning all of your hopes on, I feel like there's got to be another way. Something else. Because that's not going to get you anywhere. We're a ship. We're meant to fly. If you want us to stay here, what good are we? Other than a shiny paperweight. Hi, Raiders.
Welcome on in. Well, I guess we'll find out when you get back. Either we'll still be here, or we won't be. And one way or another, you'll have the answer to your question.
Amari's gonna go.
He's not going to stop you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck. If anyone has a scene that they want to do, that's fine. I do think Amari wants to go talk to Devin.
Okay. Does anybody have a scene they want to do?
I feel like Joe's had a pretty good amount of screen time, just in terms of everything from Rio to the crew. So I'm happy to give it all to Nevin, unless either of y'all have a scene you're thinking.
Okay.
I think if there is, since Joe is in prep for getting ready, and she did, I think she would just shoot. She'd let I forget her crew or her friend from Taka, Shakes, or what's his name?
Shakes. Yeah.
She'd let Shakes know that she was leaving soon, and then I think she would just single word to Rio, and it's just thanks. That's it. No need for anything else.
Extremely fair. Okay. Well, assuming Dickie is just working on the cure, and Padlock is maybe finishing up repairs. Okay. Omari, where are you trying to talk to Nevin? Are you trying to get Nevin to come to you, or are you trying to go to find Nevin?
I'll probably go to him.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those like, I need to get frustration out, energy out. I'm going to go do a walk.
Yeah. Yeah, he has, quarters. It's pretty bare bones, but he's not in like the barracks of the base or anything like that. So he's not hard to find. Although he's probably you probably find him, stepping out of Ellie's room.
Gotcha.
Is everything okay?
No. Okay. Going to Jupiter. Good idea, bad idea?
Sorry.
Sorry. Let me calm down. So, Dickie knows how to cure the Jovian smiling plague. He has intimate knowledge about it and has worked with the vaccine before, so he can fix it. I was planning to go and take the cure to my father, who is sick, and also anyone else who needs it. But I just had a run-in with Headstone, who wants us to stay here because we're the hope for this settlement.
Do I think it's a good idea or a bad idea?
Yeah.
Well, it's your family.
Okay. Now give me your real answer.
The question is flawed.
That's fair.
Because you wouldn't be asking me if you didn't know it was a bad idea. But it's what you want. It's your family. I don't think that this is about what's right or about what is a good idea or is a bad idea. I think that this is about what's going to haunt you if you pick the wrong thing.
You want us to stay here? They don't actually want us to do anything. What use is that?
So, in a math problem, you've just introduced another variable. Something that's an unknown, but it can be solved for. It's a different question. It feeds into the equation, but first you have to solve for the unknown. If the problem is that they want you to stay here and not do anything, maybe the solution to that is to stay here and do something. Not sure. But I'm sure we could come up with something. But if it still doesn't sum for you, maybe there is no other answer.
We can't be the only reason that they have hope. We can't. That is untenable.
I agree.
Us being here can't be the only thing keeping these people afloat.
Again, I agree. But you are. It's another problem that we could try to solve.
Everyone just bringing, not you, obviously, but just feels like everyone's bringing more problems. Very few solutions.
Unfortunately, you decided to stop running away. Cassidy Star Runner. That's what happens when you stand your ground, I'm told. People start to count on you.
Fucking stir crazy.
Then let's do something. Let's find another way to give them hope. Carmichael Headstone, he's the most experienced. That doesn't make him right. If you think that playing defense, if you think that biding our time, waiting for them to make the first move and then responding isn't the right answer, it's a different conversation than you leaving. But I'm not going to tell you to stay. It's your family.
What would it take to officially claim Mars as its own sort of sovereign nation or its own
allies.
Interesting.
Right now, the only governing body interested in Mars is the Earth Coalition Party. Kamigahara gave up its claim a long time ago. Tranquility was never interested. So right now, there's no one standing in the way of the Earth Coalition Party.
Okay. Well, the Institute's out. Tranquility's out. But Taka could be.
Technically, they were here first.
Give them a settlement. But allow us to take the rest.
It sounds like maybe I'm not the one that you should be having this conversation with.
I don't want to talk to anybody else right now. I'm in a bad mood.
It's not a bad idea. It's not the worst idea. Statistically, it is a bad idea, but there are really only bad ideas.
Listen, everyone else is sitting on their thumbs. If I'm going to be here, I'm going to do something.
Say, statistically speaking, the first move would be to let the system know that you're here. We're all here. We're not going anywhere. And once we have their attention, maybe we can make a deal. Can you think of any way that maybe we could get their attention?
I have a couple ideas. Hey, Jojo.
Captain.
How's the sauce looking?
You hear a whirring of another test that makes a really loud sound, plays over, and it goes, just fine.
Great.
Just fine.
Okay. All right. We're recalibrating. People have made some valid points.
Oh. What's the new plan?
I don't need to be the one to deliver the cure. However, we are the ones that are sort of being looked at for hope for this place. And that's going to drive me fucking insane. So if we're gonna,
already.
so if we're gonna be here, we're gonna do something. And I've always been of the opinion a good defense is a good offense. So we're going to talk to the people of Mars to let them know that we are going to make a stand, an official stand.
Oh. All right. So.
And we're going to see who decides to put on our side.
Shit. All right, Captain. Well, I can make some more calls, but
We're gonna make a big,
splash.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to break the good news to Patty.
Fantastic. Nevin, do you think Ellie could help out with this?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
You
Think she could make it all the way to Jupiter?
You'd need to send a ship. She should probably be of more use here, but...
Oh, I just meant like send a message.
Oh.
Like if she could send correspondence out that way.
Yes.
Okay, cool. No, she's staying here. Obviously.
She's technically not yet. Yes. Yeah.
Come on, Nevin. Okay. Okay. The rest of those conversations are for tomorrow, thing.
Nevin is going to raise an eyebrow at you.
What?
Like he knows the answer. Like he knows that this isn't a real question.
Mm-hmm.
He raises an eyebrow at you, almost playfully.
Mm-hmm.
Says, "What about when they tell you no?"
Well, I guess I will respond in kind. But you know me. I don't really like that word.
You were gonna say that?
What am I supposed to say? Oh, okay, I guess we'll just go fuck ourselves? No. It probably shouldn't be me. I don't know if it should be me.
Mari.
What?
It was never going to be anybody else.
What do you mean? I'm just a pilot.
When you were on Tranquility, when you were all in the Foundation, when they came for you, why couldn't they find you?
Because I impersonated a soldier.
Because you'd already left.
Oh, yeah.
You'd already run away. And when they came for the rest of the crew, why couldn't they find them?
Because I'd already grabbed them.
And when they went looking for you across the entire moon, why couldn't they find you?
Hey, Nevin, is this some sort of ruse?
No.
Okay.
No, there's no ruse.
I'd already left.
You took the ship.
Mm-hmm.
You saved everyone. You ran away.
I did.
You protected them and you kept them safe. And for 5 years, you protected them and you kept them safe. You became who you needed to be. And now, you have the chance to show them who you really are. The universe. Show them exactly who Amari Leda is and who Amari Leda has always been. It was always going to be you. It just had to be you first.
Cool. No pressure, right?
I don't want you to think that I'm saying that this has always been your destiny or anything like that. You're just the only person that I've ever met with the exact right amount of calculation and also willful disregard of probability.
Yeah, that math checks out.
I'm not sure that there's another human being in the universe who understands consequences as well as you do, and still disregards them.
Yeah. Yeah, never really put it that way before. Okay. All right, so I need to figure out how to get the vaccine to the co-op. And then figure out how we're going to tell the world, hey, fuck you, we're here now, I guess.
You don't have to forgive him. You should talk to him. Isn't that the beauty of having a crew? You don't have to do it all yourself.
Bex. Yes. Yes. You're right. I'll talk to him.
You should talk to all of them. If you're going to do this,
Obvious.
you're going to need everyone together.
And I don't know how Carmichael already knew. So I'm going to assume he's listening in all the time. So we're going to test this out. The council should certainly come to the ship so we can discuss.
I don't think they're listening. But I think you might know someone with a very well-meaning sense of responsibility and honoring his commitments who might have told the person in charge that he was going to leave and abandon his post. Captain.
Okay, he's so bad at this. Okay, well, that makes sense, I guess.
It's just the simplest solution.
Yeah, sometimes I just sort of bypass those.
That's what I'm here for.
Okay, so if I go do this, I want you by my side.
Okay. Eventually, there will be better ways that I can serve, but I can be by your side for this.
Sorry, distracted.
I heard it too.
Good. Yeah, I'm gonna need some help. I don't know how to run a planet or anything.
Well, like I said, Nevin will reach out and he'll take your hand. You don't have to do it alone.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably what we're going to call this episode of Nephilim
for sure.
Tenebris.
Sure. 11/11, make a wish, bitches.
11/11, make a wish. My wish is that we do this again in 2 weeks.
Hell yeah.
Oh no, I said it. No, it's not going to come true.
Oh no. How dare you?
It's all good. All right. It's late. Let's thanks so much everybody for hanging out for another exciting episode of Nephilim Tenebris. We will be back in 2 weeks, probably, maybe. Keep your eye on the socials and the Discord. I mentioned these, so I'm just going to do these parts now. Normally, I remember to do them at the very end, right as we're signing off, but look at this. We're doing it early tonight. So you can join the social media, Discord, whatever, to keep up with stuff and know if we're playing it in 2 weeks. We have some stuff happening and cooking up 2 weeks from now. Actually, there's a thing that we're doing for May Day. Stay tuned for more information about that, probably. And there are some other games in the works that have some that have stalled out for various reasons, but they are coming. That's going to do it for us here tonight. We are going to go around and do outroductions. Everybody is going to go around and tell you who they are, where you can find them, what they have going on, etc., etc. Starting once again with Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex. I was Dr. Dickey, Richard Courtney this evening. Thing I'm looking most forward to, like my son, is bed. So good night, friends.
Absolutely.
Also, sorry. Fuck ICE and Free Palestine.
Fuck ICE and Free Palestine. You heard it here from the sleepiest boy. Eli.
Oh, hi. I'm Eli. I was playing Padlock. I I do things, yes. I am a professional GM. You can find me on Start Playing if you want to play games with me. I play everything from Vampire the Masquerade to Orbital Blues to 10 Candles. Speaking of 10 Candles, I've also released a 10 thing of 10 Candles of cinematic-based games that you can, modules that you can run, amongst the other things that I have in my shop. So if you want to play games with me, or would you like to try some of the games that I write, you can find that all under A Ghost of Eli, where you can find all my things and my socials. So yeah.
Hell yeah. Q.
Hi, hello. I'm Q, your friendly neighborhood cowboy maker. When you don't see me here, you can find me out on the internet at Midnight Inc. That's Midnight, sometimes an underscore, INQ. Q is my name, I'm sure you get it. Save a horse, ride a cowboy. I'm still kind of making cowboys. The themes have been sort of wonky this year. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I have stuff and also things happening out there in the world. Check socials. I don't fucking know.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
All right. Cool.
Sleepy.
Rose?
I love that.
Sleepy.
Howdy, y'all. My name is Rose. You can catch me on most socials at Rose from the Grave. When I'm not here, you can, on Tuesdays, you can catch me on Wednesdays. So tomorrow for Neon, a Girl by Moonlight campaign, where I play Katie Rivera, who is a fiery, reluctant leader of her group. I think she's now no longer transcended. It's fun. You should watch. And then next Thursday, join us at Tales from the Table for All Mutant Kind, where a few of us are there as well. So see us, I assume, hopefully we'll be there. We haven't been there for a minute, but maybe this time is a charm. Besides that, fuck ICE. Free Palestine, go Birds.
Free Palestine, go Birds.
Go Birds.
To make sure I got that right.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
And I forgot to say fuck Don Callis too.
Oh,
damn.
Yeah. Fuck Don Callis. Fuck Ice too. Yeah, hi, hello. My name is Will. I was just trying to tell this evening I played everybody else, all of the people that got potatoes. Also the sleepiest boy. Yeah, what's going on? Things have been on hold for a minute, like a month. Tomorrow, you could catch me over on Entropy Emporium, probably, running God Complex Season 2, which is a Girl by Moonlight game about making the corpses of dead gods into mech suits and fighting space kaiju. Saturday, I might also be at Entropy Emporium. I have to check, playing the shonen anime game Star Shard, where I play a robot farmer with a gun in his chest who's mad at the government. And then next week, on Tuesday, back here, we should have Noir at Blanc, where you can find me and Q. And we are playing a Noir Masks game. And that's it for the foreseeable future. I'll also be in Mutant Kind next Thursday. But I think that's it for now. Like I said, we have some stuff in the works. But keep an eye out for all of that. I'm on Blue Sky at Will M. Scream, just talking about wrestling mostly, especially these days. That's going to do it for us here at Live from the Apocalypse this evening. We are going to disappear in just a second, but we're going to go and raid Tales from the Table Studio if we can be fast enough, where Q does stuff. He didn't talk about it tonight, but he does. It's okay. Come along, say hi, be friendly, and all that good stuff. Thanks for hanging out. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.